so bubbly. Was that it? That was the little beep? It was so quiet. Oh, hi there. What? You're like, I mean, what was that? Hey guys, sorry I'm lazy. Hello. Sorry, I suck. And I don't post videos. It's been forever. But anyway, here's my 1.5 year video, and this time I actually have some questions written down, so sorry I'm still lazy. Let's do this. When did you start your transition and how long has it been? I came out in 2015, towards the end of the year. It had to be before Halloween, because I was delivering pizzas, and I remember I asked my manager if I could write Riley on my name tag, and I was dressed up as a Ninja Turtle. And so after that, I started going to therapy, and that was in like November-ish. Then my therapist actually gave me the info to the health center that I go to for my doctor's appointments and my testosterone. I finally got to get in. It took forever to make an appointment. I couldn't, we called to make an appointment and couldn't get seen until February. And so I started to be seen, and they did my blood work, and then I got to start testosterone on my birthday. So that was in March of 2016, and it's now been 1.5 years. So that's quite a long time. What were some of the struggles you faced upon starting your transition? I think the hardest parts of starting my transition were probably coming out at work was a big one. It was really awkward to kind of just be like, by the way, start calling me Riley, and like, don't say she. You got that? Like, it's just, it doesn't sit well with a lot of people, especially in Lakeside. So that was definitely hard. Another thing was I needed my parents' help for a lot of stuff. I was too scared to make appointments at doctor's offices. I don't know, I was scared of being like looked at funny, you know. I needed my mom's help, so she scheduled the appointments with the therapist and got me started to see the doctor and everything, so that was pretty cool. The other part was that, like, sometimes I didn't know how to dress, or like, I don't know. It took a lot of getting used to. There were some things I had to learn when I first started, but I think I got the hang of it now, so. How has your transition affected your job? Like how I mentioned before, it took some getting used to for my coworkers to start using the right pronouns and stuff. So at one point, I ended up having to work at a different Pizza Hut one day for one of my old managers, and she asked me how things were going, and I kind of slipped it to her that there were still some people having some trouble adjusting. And at that point, it had already been probably like 6 or so months in, I think, while I was on testosterone. And so I already had like facial hair and everything, and she got so mad because she was like, there's no reason that someone who identifies as a male and has facial hair still has to go to work and be called she. And so she actually emailed human resources for me, and then we got that all taken care of. And so that was just a big thing that kind of happened in my place of employment, you know? So one other thing that is awkward, or like was awkward because I don't have to deal with that anymore, was towards the beginning when I wasn't passing all the time. I would show up to a house and I would, like, for the most part, look passing, and then they'd be like, oh hey, what's up man, and then I, with my voice like not as deep as it is now, would be like, oh hey, how's it going, and they're just like, oh I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was like, oh no, you're good, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh dang. So it was like always super awkward. Or it had like little kids be like, are you a guy or a girl, just like straight up, and I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. Like I wouldn't tell them, I'm just like, oh Here's your pizza. Like, that's what I would do. I don't have to deal with that anymore, so. How have you physically changed since starting testosterone? You should pause the video and I want to go use the hairdryer. Okay, well first I can point out my Adam's apple. It's pretty prominent now, I guess. I didn't have, well, I mean, everyone has one, but I couldn't see it all that much before, but now I can see it. So my hairline is a little bit different too. It goes all the way back here. My facial hair, it's coming in, like, I don't know how well you can see, to be honest. I can just get super close. I shaved my neck. Don't look at it if it looks bad. I think I did an okay job. My arms, I don't actively work out at all, but my arms, like the fat moved around, so now you just see muscle that's just there because it's all just skin now. But I don't work out, so they're just there. My tummy has gotten significantly hairier. It's like this. And then my legs too are super hairy. They actually do look a little bit slimmer too. They used to look more like stumpy. I have like some hair on my chest. The voice. My arm hair has gotten darker, I guess, like probably a little bit thicker. It's more noticeable. And then even my veins, like my arms and hands have become more veiny. You know, normally they look more veiny than this, but it just depends on the day, I guess, or the time of day or what kind of stress I'm under. But here's my body. How is not being able to afford the surgery you want affecting your day-to-day life? Okay, well, I'm gonna start off with saying delivering pizzas during the daytime sucks. Wearing a binder during the daytime sucks. Having to walk, climb stairs, do any sort of physical activity with a binder sucks. So I constantly dress in layers, which technically I just been told I'm not allowed to wear flannels and stuff to work. So I'm getting a new uniform for that, but it's just so hot all the time. I'm constantly sweating. It's hard to breathe, you know, so I personally choose not to bind anymore if I can avoid it. So I always dress with a t-shirt and a flannel. I still try to dress comfortably, but it sucks. It's so hot. I can't go swimming, you know, that was a big thing that sucked this summer is I can't even go to the pool in my own apartment complex because there's so many rules about what you can wear in the pool, and I'm not gonna wear a bathing suit that's designed to cover the anatomy that I have, you know? So it's I can't just go in swim trunks and no t-shirt because that wouldn't be acceptable, you know, and that's really kind of crappy. I've just been having trouble, you know, saving money, you know, having to pay rent, pay bills, all this stuff. A bunch of new crap came up, with my car, I had to buy new tires. So obviously money's an issue. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put my GoFundMe back out there because maybe I can get that going again. Because just honestly, the work that I'm doing it's not bringing the money in like I need it to. So I'm gonna post the link for the GoFundMe, and I appreciate anything because it will all help in the end. Okay, anyway, that was that. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I really do appreciate you guys wanting to see how I'm doing and actually watching my videos. It really means a lot. Anyway, I hope everyone else is doing great, but it's okay over here. See you guys later.
That's it!
No!
That's a wrap!